Hey everyone, I'm meteorologist Hannah Dennis, and we are going to be seeing a cold stretch going into this weekend. Starting tomorrow on Friday, we have 20 degrees for the highs going through the next few days, and we are seeing 10 to 15 degrees below average for this time of year. But we are going to warm up. There is some light at the end of the tunnel here. You can see that we have those average temperatures set for us the next 6 to 10 days. So we're going to be warming up, just not as much because we do start cooling down this time of year, but we are going to be seeing the average temperatures for this time of year pretty soon. Now, if you are out towards the west, that's where you are going to see those warmer than average temperatures. Off towards the east, that's where you're going to be seeing those very below average temperatures like we're going to be seeing this weekend. Now, with those below average temperatures, along with some breezy north winds, there's going to be some wind chills. So as we go into tonight, you can see we'll get down to feeling like it's the teens, maybe even in the single digits. So prepare for a pretty cold night tonight, but things get even worse going into tomorrow. This is looking at Friday morning with that northwest wind that is really blowing. You can see single digit feel-like temperatures for much of central Iowa, below zero temperature for that feel-like temperatures up in northern Iowa. So it is very cold Friday morning. Things get a little bit better throughout the day, but still expect chilly temperatures going throughout Friday. It is looking like a very chilly day with all those wind chills. Saturday, not as bad. Still, we're going to be seeing the teens to 20s. Some of us up north may see those single digits for that wind chill, but it's a little bit better because the wind is not as strong. Now, as we go into Sunday, that's when things turn cold once again. You can see by Sunday morning, we have those single digit feel-like temperatures along with below zero feel-like temperatures. So we are going to be in that bit of a dangerously cold area because of these wind chill temperatures. So if you have any plans to be outside between Friday through Monday, make sure you bundle up so you don't have that chance of getting any kind of frostbite. Now, speaking of this weekend, we do have a few football games, and there's some records that could be broken going into this. You can see that Iowa and ISU, their kickoffs will be around 20 degrees, which puts them in the top 5 of the coldest kickoffs that they have had for football games. So make sure you bundle up because that's 20 degrees at kickoff. It's only going to get colder throughout the game. Now for Drake, they are going to be down in Texas, so it's a little bit warmer there. They're going to be kicking off at 53 degrees. They're going to have some sun, so they are going to have a nice game compared to these really cold games that are going to be happening here in Iowa. In fact, if we take a look at the coldest Iowa games, you can see that we are going to hit that leaderboard. If it is kickoff at 20 degrees, that will put us in that third place spot. The first place spot goes to 15 degrees. That happened in a game against Nebraska in 1896. So pretty a while back, but it was still pretty cold, and it's going to be pretty cold at this game as well. Now, if we look at the Iowa State games, you see a little bit different. Their number 1 spot goes to a game against Kansas in 2013 at 8 degrees. That 20 degrees that at kickoff for this game that's going to be happening will put us in that 4th place spot, and so it's going to be tying us with a couple of games that they have seen. So Iowa State seems a little bit more familiar with these colder games compared to the Iowa Hawkeyes. So they are going to be both seeing those cooler temperatures for their kickoffs for these games this weekend. Now tonight, 15 degrees, so it is going to be pretty chilly. Those clouds are going to break though, so we do get to see a little bit of the sky. There's a small chance to see some on and off flurries before those clouds really start to break off, but don't expect any kind of accumulation. Now tomorrow we'll have a sunny start, but those clouds are unfortunately going to build back in. 29 degrees. Now late Friday night into Saturday, there is a chance for some snow, but it is still really small, and it's looking like it's going to stay off towards the southwest. Now, as we go throughout the next 7 days, you can see Tuesday we warm right back up into the 30s, which doesn't feel warm, but it is going to be warmer than what we're feeling this weekend. 45 degrees on Wednesday. We keep those 40s going into Thursday, and then we get back down into the 30s going into next weekend. But the start of December is definitely going to be a chilly one, but we are going to get around average as we go in through the next week or so.